Now we are going to take the third kinematic equation, which is just our constant acceleration, and we're going to solve for the final velocity in the x direction. So what are we trying to solve for? We're going to solve for this particular item here. We're going to first apply the multiplication principle of equality, and we're going to multiply t by both sides. So we'll end up with the constant acceleration times t equals to the difference between the velocity, the final velocity, and the initial velocity. Okay, and we're going to have t on the bottom here times t. So what happens to this t and this t? Well, those two cancel out. Know that t over t is identical to 1. In fact, anything over anything is identical to 1. So we're going to use this bit of information, and we're going to proceed. So now that we know that, we can write the following equation. The product of the constant acceleration times the time of flight equals to the change in velocity. Okay, so now what we would like to do, we want to apply the not the multiplication principle of equality, but the addition principle of equality. And so we're going to add the initial velocity to both sides. And this is what we'll end up with. So we'll end up calling this equation number, I believe, number 7. But since we're looking for the final velocity in the x direction, we want to put that final velocity variable on the left-hand side and everything else on the right-hand side. So we'll end up writing this. So typically when we have an equation, what's on the right-hand side, we can find it. Those numbers have been given to us or something along those lines. And so since they have been given to us, we put them on the right-hand side. What we're looking for typically goes on the left-hand side. So this is our second kinematic equation. We're going to call it equation number 8.